All right, we just watched episode 5 of season 1 of Arcane. What'd you think? Thoughts? Anything that stuck with you in that episode?
Of course, they left it hanging. I feel like a lot happened.
They pretty much
there.
leave you hanging every fucking time.
A lot happened there for sure. Yeah, Victor is not well.
No, Victor not well.
He's not well. He's not well at all. But he's like on the brink of a breakthrough there. That damn technology took that blood up there, buddy.
Yeah.
That was
That's trippy. Yeah.
Fucking trippy. It needed like something actually alive to like maybe start thinking or like do the next level, because that's what they're talking about. Like, this shit might be fucking sentient.
Straight up AI.
Yeah.
But it needs blood.
Yeah.
Or something.
That's interesting. That's an interesting way to tie that in, because he's obviously getting sick and just kind of nosebleeding everywhere.
Yeah, he's definitely not well. And they gave him like a time frame, but you don't actually get to hear what that is.
Yeah.
Jace asked Jace how much time he has, and it cuts away.
Kind of feel bad for that guy. He's in there grinding in the lab, like needs help. Now the guy's over there getting his shit on.
Shit
On there, brother.
There's always like a dynamic of that. Like, there's always a weird dynamic in the show. Like, they really do that a lot. Even the way they cut between the two as it was happening was like, it's so
bizarre.
fucking put together so well. Yeah. Like how they did that.
It was trippy.
How the fuck do you tie a sex scene in with like trippy, like spacey,
technology
magical
breakthrough?
Shit, sucking blood up? Like, how the fuck do you tie that together?
Yeah.
But they do, and they do it so well.
I think it's because it was such contrast. Like, he's literally in there like struggling, like dying, pretty much, trying to like figure this shit out.
Yeah.
And other guys over there
Jace
getting more power and shit.
Jeez.
And like, it shows them getting like distracted from the actual research they were doing.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Like, that was a pretty big highlight for sure. Was a lot of fucking highlights. Fuck.
Yeah, this show definitely goes pretty quick. I'm
trying to go back to like the beginning of the episode and think of kind of where it started. Well, they let Vi out. Well, that chick let Vi out.
Yeah.
Got her out of there like kind of illegally or sketchily.
Yeah,
like,
so
forged that paperwork.
She forged Jace's like signature or something, because he's the new counselor, and she got her released on his like say, but he didn't approve that. Obviously,
no. She even said like she broke her out of there.
Mm-hmm. You see Caitlyn really young, like in like shooting.
Oh, that's right.
She's obviously an amazing shot.
Kind of showed where she got good at shooting.
Yeah, like enforcer training kind of thing with that one other. I don't remember her name, but she died from the fucking sap eater in episode like 2 or 3. That enforcer that kind of seemed to inspire Caitlyn there. Because it's obviously a trippy dynamic. What's happening now? Like,
well, yeah, now they're showing that shit is everywhere. Like,
well, and so Vi was like, in the first 3 episodes, all of the underground and Vi wanted to kill and fight the enforcers, and now she's working with one.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that's kind of a weird dynamic right away.
There's like a lot of that in this show, like extreme, like polar opposites in a way, where like, yeah, they're doing one thing 1 minute and doing like the polar opposite the next.
Well, I mean, we did get a giant time jump. She was in fucking. Well, yeah. We don't even know exactly how long the time jump is. I assume it's years, obviously.
Yeah.
Powder was a fucking child and is now not a child. So she was in prison for a long time. So obviously your views would slightly change, especially if an enforcer breaks you out.
Yeah.
It's like,
and is willing to go to all those places and kind of go see the shit of it. I guess the shit of the underground.
So Caitlyn's mainly at just trying to find basically Jinx, like whoever the fuck has like.
Oh, it doesn't even care about that one-eyed dude, fucking
Silco. She's kind of on that same that like who's
probably
like, doing
realizes
the bad
they're
shit,
both
really,
connected. I guess at the end of the day, maybe.
Who's been doing the attacks and stuff?
Yeah,
which they make it kind of seem like it is just the underground doing it, but it's mostly just Jinx doing it by herself. It's not the fucking underground people. So it's trippy.
Yeah, I forgot how much she was actually on like Jinx's trail. Like really.
Like the
they
only
both
one.
are, which
and
is
the
trippy.
other guy's trying to cover it up. The fucking the crooked cop who's kind of working with all sides.
Yeah,
he's trying to cover it up.
And obviously, it's kind of interesting because they're both looking for Jinx for different reasons.
Yeah, he wanted to arrest Jinx or the what the fuck's his name, Marcus.
Well, Caitlyn as well.
And even
and
Marcus
is working
wanted
with
to.
Vi, who's obviously looking as well.
And now Marcus is having to like cover it up.
Yeah, it's trippy.
There's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot. And yeah, the fucking sap arm.
Oh
So
my god.
She was the one with Silco in episode 3 that had her arm blown off when she dove in front of Powder's bomb. You can see her arm get blown off.
Oh, okay.
It's a very quick scene.
I remember that.
And she was also sided with Vander too. She kind of just works with anyone in the underground. I think her name's Savika.
But obviously, shit got completely taken over down there after
it's
Vander left.
Yeah,
well, then leave.
It was Vander, and then that other female enforcer that you see at the start, who were really keeping it peaceful. I can't remember her damn name right now. Fuck.
Oh, that's right.
The one with the deep voice.
Yeah,
the enforcer. You see them talking in like the early episodes. They were really the ones keeping the enforcers and the underground people like at peace and not letting. So they're both dead.
Yeah.
So it's fucking
what the shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy now how much that shit's just run rampant.
Yeah, people are smoking it
and
using it in like cyborg
like,
shit. Yeah.
As soon as there's all that, I'm like, that's not good.
Yeah, sap. It's straight up sap.
But she still got her ass fucking kicked. Well, not all. She was about to win though. That's at the end of that damn sap was about to win it.
She done stabbed Vi up. Yeah.
That stupid fuck. What's they call that shit? Actually, not sap.
Shimmer. We gotta stop. We keep calling again for reference. We keep calling it sap from.
Yeah, I'm trying to actually.
It's called shimmer. Yeah.
Similar effects, I guess.
Sap.
Just turn into a fucking Hulk.
Yeah. So.
But it's crazy. That thing was like reloading and shit. She just started getting her ass kicked. It would like, okay,
it would
let's
like inject more into her. 100%. Yeah, it's fucked. The fight scenes are so dope in this show. Fuck, the fights are so good.
I thought too when Jinx was like exploring their old fucking hangout. I thought they were gonna meet up there.
Oh yeah,
I thought they were gonna. They don't even made it look like that because like the music was playing, and then they were like looking over that railing, and Vi and Kaylin were like at that bar or whatever, or fucking that brothel or whatever you want to call it.
So they were pretty technically close
so
by.
I thought they were about to like meet up right there. I think they even like obviously like built it up that way in a way.
Yeah,
because you would assume that Vi was gonna go back there as well. But yeah,
and that was cool how they flash back to like when Vi would fucking play that whatever that game thing with the like designed or whatever.
Yeah, for like training and shit.
And then Jinx tries and can't beat her score.
Beat it, yeah. A few other things that happened, like that dude took Jinx in the water. I wonder how much that like that looked like it had an effect because next time
more and more to her to be Jinx and not Powder. Yeah.
Next time she was like working on that shit, she wasn't scared of it like she was.
Yeah.
The first time, where like that shit was
and
blowing up.
She's basically. It seems like in the end of that episode is getting to the point where Jace was when it first it was like shit was floating around her in the very end scene.
It was getting a little bit more under control.
She's starting to learn how to use it. Yeah.
So I guess getting in that water fucking did something.
Kind of showing
it's like a mental thing, right?
Even more of almost like his like pushed and like corruption kind of on her.
Yeah, for sure.
And
it's trying to get her to weaponize it, right?
Yeah, that's
said,
like
we got to weaponize this shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot of shit going on. Oh damn, what else we got going on?
That covered a pretty good amount of it, I think.
It's pretty good.
We had the band of Imagine Dragons in the episode.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was just a weird little like Easter egg they threw. It was kind of cool.
I thought too at first that Kaylin chick was just gonna be like separated, like, but ended up catching up with Vi again at like the perfect time. Like, saved her ass right there with that shot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which again, there was foreshadowing in the beginning of the episode showing that she was a good shot. It ended up coming back at the end of the episode.
They do that so much in this show. Yeah, it's cool. It starts and ends basically with that. Like she can obviously shoot like a motherfucker. Even as a child, she was like competing with adults in that shooting thing, so she's a very good shot, obviously. Yeah, it's so good.
And just animation too. Like it's cool. Like, like you pull off shots you obviously can't with like just reality.
And then just making that decision creatively to do it. I forget the name of the studio that did it. Fortige, I think they're called.
Oh yeah.
Like animated and did a lot of the working with Riot Games. Obviously, that they did like a phenomenal job animating this fucking show. It's stupid good.
It's trippy. Yeah, it's such different animation than.
Because it's so cool how they combine
so much.
Everything. Like a lot of your wide shots and stuff are fully flat painted images and stuff, which is so cool.
Yeah, like that big shot of like the whole city and shit there.
A lot of those
big
scenes like that are fully like hand drawn or whatever. Like it's so cool. There's a lot of background shots like that.
Probably like you said, any big like
buildings and scenery
type,
a lot of times. Even like the flowers and stuff at the start that you said look cool.
Oh yeah,
a lot of that is
really
painted. It's
they look
so
really,
cool,
like almost lifelike.
like they do a really good job at blending like CG animated with the characters and stuff with actual painted hand drawn shit. Even the characters will have stuff on them or like lighting that's hand put in. So there's so much like little details, like old school animation was, man.
Yeah.
Like old Disney movies and shit were all like that and stuff like that. You don't see that anymore.
It'd be cool if they just went and pulled like a couple of those off or something. They gotta mix something up because I don't know. I don't love the new Disney animation style, man. Like just the people look so similar. I find a lot of the time.
It's cool, but it's just not what it used to be.
No,
it's definitely different than
and
what
like,
it used to be.
There's not as much expression on their faces, weirdly. Which...
And that's another thing in this. The expressions and all that are done like fucking insanely well because you can go in and do all that little hand detail and stuff.
Someone who's doing that work will be thinking of those obsessive details. Where I don't know, like if it was done like digitally or necessarily if you'd have that level of like just I'm thinking of every single like.
A lot of this is digitally done too, but it's still just hand drawn shit,
like touched upon or whatever. Yeah.
But I think it's detail because you can obviously a lot of times I think I don't know for sure. I'm not a fucking animator or anything, but they build like characters and they're all expressions and they have like basically certain amounts they can change it so it's easy and quick.
Yeah.
Where shows like this, they have certain things like that, but then they're going in by hand and exactly when they need to, or doing little things, like whatever it needs.
That seems like a pretty damn good way to do it. Like,
yeah,
combine like both, like the efficiency of I'm sure
of like the
digital
CG
is
shit.
Faster than
having a slider that can go from sad to happy and all that, but also going in and just putting little details that weren't there before. And shit like that makes a big difference. There's something about this show. I obviously don't know dick about animating or anything, but I don't know. Whatever they did for this, it's insane. Spending like hundreds of millions of dollars apparently does that.
Yeah, that'll do it.
However,
I should hope that'll do it.
Yeah, I better do it.
You can click that back down to middle heat now, there, buddy. Another detail I just remembered actually is kind of interesting. As Victor was in the lab, like grinding and shit, was it like the assistant or something was leaving and trying to like almost like make a move on him, and he totally like shunned that out and just dove into the work. Yeah. And then like we were saying, homeboy's over there getting his
Jay's
freak
getting
on.
His shit on.
And homie's dying for this work, sacrificing all this shows like again that really drastic dynamic of like one's in here grinding out.
Yeah,
like
he's definitely going
making the sacrifice to like really push the tech, and the other guys is just like
Yeah, he's kind of almost got basically almost everything you'd need almost, and to some extent, really.
Yeah, you can ride that kind of lifestyle, just like power.
Well,
and
also
money.
Victor's been told he's fucking dying, so I mean,
motivated. He obviously knows he's not well too. Yeah, he wants to crack some real shit.
He's fucking going. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like he's obviously gonna go soon.
See,
the doctor's like, even homeboy said like he probably was gonna say like the doctors are saying you're dying. That's why he asked like, how long do I have left?
Yeah.
And they didn't show that.
They don't fucking tell you.
And then the fucking Shimmer Hulk girl fucking goes and tells homeboy that Vi's back.
Vi's back.
So and they left it there.
Yeah, Savika, that's her name. You won't probably remember that. You don't hear her name a ton, I feel like, especially in like the earlier episodes, but eventually, you kind of, I think
I thought she was about to get fucking offed right there, but then she came back with that fucking sap, bro.
Yeah, she had it all covered up at first, like.
Oh, they like came over from the cape and like punched.
Yeah, it punched her from under the cape.
I'm like, oh, here we fucking go. I didn't when that happened. I didn't automatically assume that was gonna be fucking Shimmer. I'm like, oh, she's got. I thought she just had like a fucking rig on her collar and she was gonna fight like normal, and then she fucking pulled that shit off. I'm like,
straight.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, fucking Terminator shit.
Yeah.
Got that sap.
She still got fucked up quite bad.
Yeah, Vi is a motherfucker when it comes to fighting.
I thought she was gonna fucking straight up run away too when she first got out of jail. Cause all that hardcore parkour.
Oh yeah. She just went nuts.
I thought she was gonna get away like right there.
She hadn't been able to just run and be free for so long. She just started fucking going,
building, hopping, and fucking sliding down, like crazy.
That scene was dope.
And then going to eat that food or whatever that fish was. It was like fish poutine. Like I don't even know what that was. Yeah. Getting cooked up by that big dude.
Yeah.
Did anybody pay that bill? Like I'm assuming that was the bill at the end.
No, I think that was info for something. I think to go talk to, and then she
it
goes
like a symbol or a logo or something.
The language or writing wasn't something we can understand. But I think that was what led them to go to that like brothely place. Oh. Where then the little fucking. Like Yoda looking chick.
Yeah. Oh, she led
Vi to Savika. Yeah,
that's right.
Savika's Silco's number 2. That's what she said. Our number 2 is like a regular here or whatever. Her Silco's number 2. So she was just getting clues to go to there. Yeah, the guy with the slugs had info.
he like
talk to this
sent her
person
that-
and then talk to this person.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah, she got to.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense now. I wasn't
yeah.
quite. I thought that was like a bill or something. I was trying to piece that.
It was a little weird.
It's
first,
like
but-
it makes sense though. Again, if you knew more of the lore, like that symbol's probably like recognizable or something. I would assume.
yeah, I'm not
like,
even sure. I don't know if we're supposed to understand.
I wonder
I don't know.
because
That's
it
actually something
definitely
I don't
flew
know.
over my head. I'm like, that's the bill. Like, I'm
I
assuming.
knew it was like he kind of slipped it to her, folded up, like she wasn't supposed to really. It was like kind of secretive.
True,
Yeah, a
but
little bit.
fucking, but they
they
do
just-
that at restaurants. They put that shit face down.
It's true.
They don't put it face up.
It could have been the bill with like maybe info on the bottom or something like that.
It was probably like the bill, like with maybe a logo that, like, because it looked like it. She only like lifted the corner and saw like whatever. I feel like it was like a kind of a round type of logo. Maybe it was like the establishment that little Yoda chick was at or whatever.
So what's trippy too, actually, about that? I just realized this now. That food is actually. I don't think it's necessarily like a good food. It's just like that
Junk food.
It's
Dude,
a weird
it's like
thing.
street food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I think Vi was just eating it to get the info, like to impress the cook. Because if you
Because
actually,
she kept complimenting and how good it was and stuff like that too. And over
so
the top.
remember in like episode 1 or 2 when Jace goes to jail in the academy or whatever, because when his ship blows up,
Yeah.
he's eating one of those same slug things. So in the like upper city, jail food is what like is considered good in the undercity. And then, but jail in the undercity is totally different.
Yeah.
Because where Vi was in, I forget, there's a name for that place, that crazy prison on an island that she goes to find, that Caitlin goes to find Vi, has a name. I can't remember it fucked right now.
Okay.
But the undercity and upper city have different prisons too. They're not, it's totally different.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
trippy. I just realized that now. I didn't even realize that.
That makes sense because
the
she
food is
kept
the same.
complimenting. They showed her a few times saying, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
better than I remember," and like
I don't necessarily know if she actually likes it or she's just trying to get
it
info
seemed like
from
she
the-
did
from
too,
the
though.
cook.
Like,
It does actually
eating
seem
jail
like it.
food, like that's probably gonna be.
It's probably worse. Yeah, jail
great.
food from the undercity is probably horrible.
Yeah.
Like the lower shit.
So I mean that, and she grew up eating that street food too.
True.
So that was like home.
might have
That was
actually
like
liked
eating
it.
like a home cooked meal again. You know what I mean? So it was probably both. It's probably
Could've
like,
been.
damn, this food is fucking dope, and like
This guy probably
let me
got
get some info. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Or it was just a coincidence, and she went there for the damn food.
And then she
Because even fucking Caitlin asked her like, "What the hell are we doing here?" And she just said like, "I just want to eat."
Yeah,
like,
but she
didn't-
knew. I think she knew she was gonna
Yeah.
get something there.
True.
Yeah, that's cool. Fuck yeah.
There's so much to
man.
unravel,
Yeah,
dude.
Holy fuck.
Like, I could see how people could say this show's rushed, but
Yes, a little bit. But it's paced well because
as long as you're paying attention, I feel like you can keep up.
yeah,
Like,
because once you go and watch a normal show that's 10 seasons long, this is fucking refreshing.
oh, it's gonna seem boring and
This
shit.
is refreshing as fuck. Yeah, everything else is. I haven't watched anything since I've watched this show because I know it won't be as good.
Yeah, I'm not at all saying X-Files was boring at all, but there was definitely times when like something huge would happen,
And then you'd have
and
to
then
wait
they just
seven
go. They would just
episodes.
go back to fucking doing
Yeah,
like
7
something
episodes.
weird happened in like 10 counties over. Let's go check that out.
Exactly.
It's like, how
There's-
can you go and do that shit while you just experience
So
like
there's literally a list of episodes you can watch that are story episodes in X Files where you skip all the filler, where it goes
it's
from
probably
main-
like fucking 20
you
episodes
can probably
total.
watch it in like 3, 4, 5 sittings.
Yeah, right.
Because I think the movies count technically too as their main episode.
Yeah, it makes sense. They fill out a
It's
lot
still
of the
going to
story.
be long because it's like 12 fucking seasons, but you can actually sit down and watch the X Files that way. People have like made a list
That
of
makes sense.
the ones you don't have to watch, main story ones, which would be actually crazy way to consume that. I should almost
You
do
should
that.
do it now that you've seen
I've
it all,
seen it
because
all,
it'll
yeah.
make the story like just
But that show,
sharp.
the side episodes were still dope in that.
That's just it
that's
though.
one
I
thing that
like
was-
those.
Yeah,
You never
so
really
did
know
I.
what you're gonna get. There's a lot of like mystery of being like, what the fuck is this gonna be about? They
Where
always do a good job at like it's not repetitive in a way. Like
Yeah. It's
like
a
a-
cool little story every time,
Yeah.
no matter what.
and
Where
yeah,
there's
it's well written every time.
other shows where there's 10 episodes of like you could sleep.
Oh, or it's just like people
Walking
talking,
Dead did
boring.
that a lot.
Yeah.
Like it was amazing when it was good, but then there was times where you could just sleep probably for like 4 or 5 episodes and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
There's some shows like that where just
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. Yeah, like it'd be really hard to work that out when you're making something. Like, how do we pace this to make it
this
like?
show was they knew exactly how long it was going to be. I think that's why the pace is what it is.
Yeah.
which is kind of cool because you don't get those episodes where you're just going to sleep. Mm-hmm. There's almost never like a time in this show where you're just like,
Oh yeah, like at the end of
Fuck
it, we
this.
got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about.
Always
There's
a
always
goddamn
a lot to
what
talk about.
We got to try and remember what to
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
about. There were so many details where, again, I thought I want to try to remember that little thing happened. I want to try to remember that little thing that happened. Probably didn't remember.
Actually, I think we actually covered a pretty good amount. Mm-hmm. I think you nailed it. Honestly,
I'm trying to like keep up well with it. Like,
you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
yeah, I didn't forget either. Like,
And I'll even fill you in if there's little things I think you may have missed or whatever. But so far, yeah, I think you've pretty much nailed it.
It's not hard to follow. I will say, like
it's not like it's throwing shit at you where you're like, oh my god, I can't fucking.
Or
keep
it's not
up.
one of those things where like I need to watch this 10 times to understand it.
No,
like, it's pretty obvious what's going on.
Straightforward.
It's just there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. It's handed out in a way where it's. I don't know. I feel like they're always just planting like seeds, and then the next episode the seed grows, and then another seed falls, and then that's gonna grow.
They do a very good job at keeping you wanting more, but not over rushing it. Really, I think they pace it very well. Honestly,
yeah.
The show's got some of the best pacing I've seen from most shows for keeping you hooked. There's so many shows where you watch and you just get bored of it. Basically, I'd be like, I don't want to watch another hour of fucking just the same shit, or it's boring, like nothing happened. This show doesn't ever do that, which is refreshing as fuck. I think more shows need to do that.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch 2 phenomenal seasons.
Yeah,
that maybe seem a bit quick than 10 that
that's just it.
That are 50% boring and filler.
The fact that they can wrap it up that quick and stuff, and I do think that's a good thing. As long as they get the time to actually tell the whole story, because some shit gets canceled out after a season or two where they didn't even get to close.
Didn't. There's too many shows that happens to.
I know.
Fucking hate that too.
It's ridiculous. That's so like
I don't
sad.
want 10 seasons, but I'd like more than one of some shows. There's definitely been ones like that.
That's so sad for like the viewer, man. You get fed something amazing, and then
there's a few shows that have been so good and they get fucking canceled
and get left off or somewhere where it's just like, all you can do is speculate. Like, yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh yeah, one thing I should mention too that I just remember now. So when they were at that brothel shit, Caitlin seemed like she ended up going for a chick, and then in the end of the episode, Vi kind of sort of like, I would say, was getting flirty with her, so I could see there being something going on there.
Possible homosex?
Some homosex. Yeah, people out there gaying, brother.
Yeah, that's possible.
Not like that's bad or anything. It just has something I noticed. They're obviously putting it in the story, like. Yeah, should be mentioned.
Yeah. I won't say too much, but...
Yeah, no, I could foresee a lot of things happening, man. Like I said, I don't know why I see bad things happening to Caitlin. Yeah.
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 These are your predictions right now.
Yeah, these are just predictions.
Okay.
That hasn't been... That's not like a spoiler or anything I've seen. I haven't seen any spoilers about that, but ever since this character has been there, I'm just like...
Yeah, this show definitely. You
I feel like
never
everybody's
really know
fair
what
game.
the fuck's gonna happen. Yeah,
man. I feel like everybody is fair game. I'm always wondering, like, who the fuck is dying next?
Even when they fake you out with Marcus pulling the pin in Silco's
I thought
office.
that. Yeah, I thought he did it.
It looks like he blows both of them up. Like,
but that just showed like that was just his
he
thought.
was just like dreaming that or like imagining
that.
it.
That was like his first thought, probably. Like when he grabbed that thing. Like, I could have. Let me just like take all this shit away, because clearly he's like struggling with
his balance
decisions.
of trying to be a good and a bad cop. Yeah, he's definitely struggling.
Oh yeah. So I could see that becoming a problematic for him and for
Silco.
Yeah,
that's the baddie.
Clearly he knows it too. Like he's even said it. He's slipping or something.
Yeah.
Like
I think he said that to Jinx, actually. She's always hiding in the fucking roof. Up in the
That's what's
ceiling.
weird. When someone leaves, he just starts talking. I'm like, is he talking to himself? And then it's like, oh no, she's in the fucking
She's
rafters.
usually sitting upstairs, up in the fucking rafter.
I'm pretty sure the one time someone was looking for her, and he said like he was defending her and shit, and she was there the whole fucking time.
When Savika, in episode 4, when Jinx fucking shoots everybody with her goddamn minigun and shit, Savika was like, she's a problem and all that shit. She's right there listening to the whole thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he was defending her the whole time.
Yeah. Kind of the same thing.
It's trippy. Yeah, she's just always up there, I guess. just like listening in on visits.
Very much like when she's hiding in the, I think, second episode.
That's true.
When the enforcers come in and she's holding on to the roof.
Like
they're all hiding up, like Vi and all the kids are all hiding. Yeah, weirdly just like that.
That's been her whole vibe, the whole show. Then yeah, you're kind of right about that. Like
kind of staying out of sight as much as possible. Really, just
in a way, yeah.
Sort of. And then when she does fucking make an entrance,
being extremely bold entrance. Yeah. Yeah, that's her vibe. Either be like completely hidden or just cause a crime scene, basically.
Did you see they showed more of the fucking the dolls and shit of Milo and
is that the one that was getting shocked up and shit like that when?
Well, actually, that little bunny that she has.
Or that's like her.
So you remember, like from episode like 2 or something, when Vi has powder out on the roof. That's actually Vi's like favorite toy. the little bunny, and someone like threw it up into the fucking onto the hydro lines or whatever.
That's right.
And she's telling Powder about that, but so Powder at some point obviously got it down.
Oh, she was like waiting for it to fall and shit.
So
or
she
something.
figured out a way to get it down. So she's held on to that the whole fucking time.
Damn,
that little bunny.
that's the interesting thing is you clearly see like she's not over all that shit. Like,
and she's built those fucking like dolls of her dead friends.
Yeah.
You see them
and
again.
Had mad
in that
flashbacks
episode.
again, like just straight flashbacks to this scene of
seeing them,
everybody getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Because that damn magic crystal shit was it's the same shit.
It kind of almost started becoming unstable.
But that little marble version is like stable.
Is different, yeah.
Yeah.
But she's doing shit to it that it's not intended to do.
Right.
Really, that's why it kind of seems more unstable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But again, by the next time you see her working with it, it's more fucking stable.
It's more like
she's
how,
more stable.
how when Jason Victor first figured it out, when shit's floating, and colorful. It's doing almost the same thing as when they're starting to learn how to use it.
Oh, because she got in that damn water.
You gotta put your head in water.
Yeah, buddy.
See, but there's a really cool, I forget exactly what Silco says in episode 2 or something when he's talking about water. He fucking monologues about like.
I remember thinking like that was
such a sick fucking. It's how it can like sculpt
it's
you
like
and change you, but kill you, and like it's so good. And
it's like right there waiting to like just rush in and like consume
it can kill you like nothing, but then it can change.
But
like,
it's like so. He also describes it as being like peaceful and like
it's
all consuming and warm and like almost
inviting, but at the same time it can kill you. Like it's so cool. Fucking hell, it's so good.
I remember when he was saying that shit. I'm like that's pretty.
Yes.
Pretty dope.
Yeah. Fucking right.